It was on a rainy Friday night when I decided to carry out my father and brother's revenge. The sky was pouring as if it was mourning the life that was about to be taken that night, though I doubted that anyone shared its feelings. Certainly not me, since I was the one waiting out in the rain for the chance to take it. I'd waited so long for that moment. All my silent stalking and meticulous planning and holding on to grief for the sake of vengeance. It was all to lead up to that one moment when I could take the life of the man who ruined mine. The heavy guilt I felt from all the lies I told Natalie whenever I stayed out late would be washed away alongside his blood in the rain. At least, that's what I thought as I gripped the knife so hard my knuckles turned white. I was convinced that I would never be able to find closure until I killed him with my own two hands. But as I stood there with my disposable raincoat's hood up in the alley with the pitch black sky pouring down on me, I almost wished that he wouldn't show up. I knew for a fact that he would come passing by, just like any other day. Even if he didn't want to be outside, the bloody bishops weren't going to let a little rain keep them from their sweet extortion money. He had no choice but to go to Big Ben's place to pick up the money and pass through the alley where I was waiting to get back home. I planned for this night for the past year, going through every scenario in my head to make sure that I would not be caught no matter what. And yet when the time came to carry out my carefully laid out plan, I found myself hesitant to go through with it. However, it wasn't cowardice that held me back. I knew that that was the night that I would forever be changed. Even if nobody but me will ever know it, I would no longer be Jack Spencer, the kind older brother and dutiful son from that night on. The moment I plunge my knife into him, I'll become a murderer. The very sort of scum that took my father and brother away from me, and turned my loving mother into the neglectful alcoholic she is now. How could I even look Natalie in the eye after that and still call myself a good role model for her? It took so much for me to convince myself that it was worth it, and even then, I remained unsure. That is, until I saw him walk into the alley for myself.